Get you one more. Everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support that you constantly give me as I send vibes out to you. You definitely send them right back, and it's truly, truly, truly grateful. I'm truly grateful. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light. Many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I'll love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. If you feel the videos are very informative to you, gives you good vibes or good inspiration, you would love to share with the loved one, family, or a friend, or especially an empath they are going through trying times and need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm listening to in the background is called Hack of Unconscious Mind. Create visualization, frequency, uplifting mind, motivations, pure tones. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Last Quarter Moon Closing Unfinished Business and Decluttering um, unnecessary chapters. It's just like anything that you're holding on to. We have been clearing, clearing our karma, slate, whatever you want to call it. Also, we have, basically been cutting cords. You're like letting go of anything that is no longer positively serving you. There's a lot of people, that it just seems like anytime we're going through a spiritual awakening, you might have started with a handful of people, and you'll be lucky if you actually have like 10 people that's in your, you know, in in your circle, and there's a lot of things maybe, they turn out to not be the same people they always were. A lot of times when we have gone through a lot of things, people don't even resonate with us anymore. It's like you don't do the same old things that you used to do before. A lot of people that you found out you're friends, and I don't understand what it is. It's like when you have gone, you can be with them for like 4 or 5 years, or hell, even since, like over 20 years, that you really consider them being family. And it just seems like when you've gone through that spiritual awakening, it's like the universe will start showing you spotlights of people that are no longer needed in your life anymore. A lot of times we get upset because we place, you know, uh, lifetime expectations on seasonal people. And it is just like, sometimes they're meant to be there for a reason, and sometimes they're just supposed to be there for a season. And you just have to be able to do that. But right now, this is going to be the last quarter of the full moon that is going on uh, for this. Yeah, for this quarter. So there are just allowing you to anybody who has disappointed you in your life, no way, matter, shape, form, or fashion. If you still hold, some kind of grudges with this person, the universe is pushing you to say, you know what, allow yourself to forgive yourself for allowing this situation with people to leave you be. It's just like, because you're coming into bigger and better, there is no reason for you to be holding on to old wounds. I used to be that way. You could die and I can still sit up here and have them. I'm like, Roslynn such and such died. I don't care. They still did this, that, and that to me. I wish their family well, praises for them. Other than that person, whatever. I used to be that type of person. Now it's just like, well, they're not, they're only stuck, me being focused on what they've done to me is only hurting me. It's not hurting them. They're gonna, whatever kind of, karma they have is coming back to them for what has happened to them. But they're gonna go down their lifetime of lessons and blessings as well, while you're currently going on yours. Not everybody, some people can hurt you intentionally. And some people can do that unintentionally. And it's just like where you're at in this point in time right now, you're getting towards bigger and better. Your frequency is raising. You're raising your consciousness. You're learning things on a high spiritual level. There is no reason why we should be holding on to things that it's taught us a lot of valuable lessons. It's just like a lot of things. I have toyed with a lot. um it just seems like at times it's like it only takes that one little situation just to bring up a whole bunch of old stuff that came up, and they really want us to do away with that, because it's like if you got so many good things going on in your life, or you're about to bring out more, what is the purpose on holding on to something that has taught you a valuable lesson, but you were supposed to just set free? You are that person that that you had to forgive yourself for a lot of things that you have, been through. There's a lot of things that I know I've done in my past that I'm not proud of. I know I don't went on about hurting people and stuff like that. I hope one day they can forgive me, because I don't forgive myself for it. And at times you've done a lot of things that you're not proud of. And it's just like it's all about like basically you're on that step of redemption. There's things that you need to save yourself from. There's things that you need to forgive yourself for. A lot of times we understand why are we placed alone, because that's when the universe wants us to be able to you know deal with what we got going on right now, uplift yourself, empower yourself, power yourself, heal in ways you need to heal, know yourself on a deeper level, knowing all about your spiritual knowledge that you hold that you didn't know anything about, because like I said before, there's a lot of your gifts that are laying dormant for you right now, and you had to go through different trials and tribulations for all these things to take place in your life for you to know about. It's like a lot of different levels that you're going on. Then all of a sudden, poof, another gift done came out, that is came, and brought to your attention. It's just like, wait a minute, where did this come from? It's like it's always been there. You just had to go through different things to be able to be aware of what you carry. When you're allowing yourself to be set free and not putting any kind of restraint on yourself or any kind of emotional change, because there's times we are scared of what we don't see. We fear what we don't understand. When we always got to be timid when you don't know what's going around the corner for you. I've done it. Trust me, plenty of times. So whatever I'm going through, I'm just telling you, hey, this is something that we all need to work on. Bettering yourself. Don't hold grudges on things you can't change. Because it's like when you hold, and I had to tell myself that a lot, when you hold grudges against people, whether or not they keep on doing it or whatever, when people can't keep doing stuff like that, that lets you know they are so hurt that they're not, it's coming out screaming for help. But they have to be that one to help themselves. You can only help somebody so many times before they have to be able to do that on their own. But those are the type of people we need to separate ourselves from. When I know there's people like that in my life, I've cut cords, and I'm like, peace be with them. I pray for whatever they got hurting them to go out their way to keep doing the things they're trying to do to me, to heal from that, because it could be that, I had family members doing it. I had people that I called my friends that I would never stab them in their back, and in return, they did stab me in my back. But a lot of people don't know how to be friends. They think they have their misconception of being what a friend's supposed to be like. But a lot of times, if they see that you hold stronger value, even though it's not really like that, it's like everybody's had their journey. There's a lot of things they had to like um learn from the things that they have been through, and if you carry that more strength than they tend to carry, some people envy that, so they try to see if they can get over on you at times. So it's just like when there's things that I got going on in my life, that lets me know, when it came, especially came to family that I thought was family, I had to understand they went through a lifetime of abuse. So this is all they know about. And then when they found out that there was somebody who loved me like their parents should have loved them, they became jealous of that. So I had to be able to part my ways with them, even though it was still a pain in my heart, because I held high expectations for certain family members that are just people that I learned from. I don't, it took me a long time to take that anger out of what they did to me. But then when I allowed myself to really sit with myself and allow myself to go through these situations and say, you know what, you have learned so much from the situations you've been placed in, and there's not a lot of people that can probably go through what you have went through and still have a right mind, and not being able to do anything to place harm on somebody else for them putting you in that way. That shows you the strength that you carry. This is what that situation was supposed to show you, allowing yourself to use your experiences and things you have went through to talk about your truth, to help other people to deal with their situations they tend to go through. And that takes a lot to do. And it really takes a lot to do. And that's why I feel like there's so many days I sat here and cried to God and said, thank you for putting me in this type of position for me to do it. Because it's not easy to do when you're just putting your life out there and for the things you're healing from, and how you had to realize a lot of things, and there's sometimes I fall short on myself. I don't lie. I ain't got no reason to lie about that. I'm human. Well, I'm having a human experience and being a spiritual being. We all go through that. You go through those times of you being holding that anger in your heart and say, how could you do this to me? I was a good whatever to you, or, I didn't mean these things, but, not going tit for tat for everything, but are the things that got you to where you are today, of the things that has happened to your life that was very shocking, devastating, traumatizing, whatever. It didn't hold a negative, it didn't hold a non-negative experience to you in your heart as well as in your soul essence or whatever. But the universe is allowing you to see what you have went through, and what you have experienced in life has got you right where you need to be. But at this time, whatever has got you here from the things that you have been triggered or traumatized by, it is no longer needed. It shows you the strength that you have always had. You had to be able to do this. You are a renegade warrior at one time, and you still are, but you had to forget all those things that you carried mentally. And at times we can go through some really serious things and we don't realize, as much as positivity of energy that you carry, and it's very powerful. You'll be amazed about what things you can manifest into your life at that time. But there's times when you hold that negative energy, and boy, if you are in that in that mind state, and you wonder why things are coming back to back to back to back to back. You were like, oh my God, there's so many things happening to me. People are acting this way to me. People are being negative around me. We don't realize that's the things that we're bringing towards our attention because of where our mind is focused on. You have to allow yourself to say, okay, yes, this pissed me off, but let me let this go, because I don't need all this stuff coming back at me. You don't realize is more you hold on to anger and anything negative, it repels the universe to bringing the things that you truly need in your life. And it's just like you have to be able to allow yourself to know what's more important, me getting to where I'm really trying to be at and the things that I've earned in life, or you just holding on to damn grudges is going to keep you back in a miserable state that you are no longer needed in. And the devil will make you do that. And it's just like sometimes, even when I do my videos and I say that specific thing, it's always that one person I know that's watching me. They try to bring that BS to me. And I'm just like, you know what? You really need to find some different hobbies. Really need to, because I'm so tired of this, and that's why I'm very particular about what I put in my videos. I very particular about what I talk about, because I feel like every day is a changing, winding road for me. I know that was a song, every day is a winding road. And it's different when you're allowing yourself to separate from things like that, because you getting up there in your spirit. You're getting up there with your empath power that you've always had. But don't allow things that you have no way of changing to the positive. Allow yourself to let that go. Allow yourself to let anybody else go that tries to bring you there. Regardless if you got to be around them or whatever, you can allow yourself to separate yourself. And that's what you need to do. But it's just like today, it's allowing you to really see where your life is at this point, and where it's a possibility of getting there into a higher state of mind if you allow yourself to do that. You have to allow yourself to separate from anything, even though these things that you have went through is like a blessing in disguise. And sometimes it's hard for you to see it as that because it was something traumatizing to you. But if you never went through these things, how would you be able to be capable of helping somebody else? How would you be able to know where you have your purpose at in life and what your mission is supposed to be? You know, a lot of times we had to go through those traumatizing things because when you see unfair things that's being done towards other people, you have that heart to want to intervene on that. You have that heart that wants you to be able to help another person in need because you knew what it felt like to be in that situation you were in. And that's why I love to do what I do. I help people out the way I help people, but I also put it up there. I would love to help you, but you have to want to help you more for it to work that way. When you're allowing yourself to see the change in you, when you really want to allow yourself to change, but you can't get stuck on the things that has really messed you up in an emotional mental way. And I know at times that's hard to do, especially when you see the situations you've been placed in either by your decision or somebody else's decision placing you there. Trust me, I understand that too. But you can't keep holding on to that as a reason for the reason why you're doing the things you're doing. Can't do that. And I had to tell myself that the same. You're going towards bigger and better in your life. Those are the things that is important to you. Those are the things you need to be focused on. Not for the folks that already need their healing. Because a lot of times you got to think when somebody going, you must really threaten somebody's life in the most mental way where they have to go bend their self over backwards to try to make sure they can irritate you. And I have to look at certain people that I'm around. Your presence can really bother somebody, especially when they see that you have a lot of blessings coming in store for you and they don't want you to have them. So they'll work overtime to sit up here and make sure that they can keep you in that certain place that is like somewhat kind of controlling them, allowing them to control your outcome. And I'll be like, I'll be damn. I'll step on your damn foot before I allow your ass to do that to me. Because I say I deserve every positive thing that's coming into my life. But a lot of people, want to intervene on that. And it's sad, but that's how some people are. But that's where you get your strength from, allowing yourself to know these folks can't affect you unless you allow them to. And all that energy that they trying to push on you, they need to be doing it to heal themselves and not be worried about what you're doing. But there's people are like that. But allow yourself to go through tonight. And matter of fact, go ahead and whatever you're trying to break yourself free from, getting away from that negative emotional chain, allow yourself to write on a piece of paper what you're trying to separate from. And I don't know, the universe told me to say that. Allow yourself towards when the moon comes up or whatever, hopefully I'm getting here before, some people, other people, they're in different parts of the continent where they see me from. So I hope that they've already done this. But allow yourself to write down the things that you really want to part ways with, the things that is no longer serving you, to allow yourself to basically putting a protective shield over you and having that right same of mind that you're saying whatever is not needed in my life, thank it for what is taught you about yourself, about the energy you carry, and allow yourself to part your ways with it and burn it. Just burn it. Allow yourself to burn it, separate from it mentally, emotionally, and soulfully, whatever it is that has any kind of negative attachments to you. They're do away with anything that is no longer serving you. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I didn't think I was going to do videos today, but something was telling me to go ahead and do it. Um, because I'm just going to do a few videos and go back to resting because I had to get that rest. I've been so tired lately, mentally and emotionally, and spiritually. So I had to recharge myself in many different ways. But I would love to give a post notification shout out to let me see. Christina Flaherty, much love to you. I know you've been with me for a while. Let me see. Gabriel, Nirvana, the Rising Stone. He has too. Much love to you. And Leo's son, much love to you as well. Welcome to the fam. If this is your first time stopping by my channel or you've been watching a while, please like and subscribe. Drop me a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload any of my videos. If you want to talk to me privately and don't feel comfortable with airing out your stuff that you got going on here, you can always find me on Facebook Messenger, not the page, because I'm not accepting any friend request on there. But you can get in touch with me on Facebook Messenger and let me know, hey, I'm from YouTube, and I need help with this. Whatever we talk about stays there as confidential. And I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend, and be responsible at everything you do. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And yeah, and make sure oh yes, whatever you're trying to bring into your life, into your reality, I hope it comes 100 times more than what you asked for, and it comes sooner than you expected it to. um and make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity vibes, frequency, and words. You never know, all those things can really take somebody a long way. Be responsible at everything you do. I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend, and I'll see you on my next video. Much love, peace, be wild.